used a bank loophole to make $95,000 in just 1 minute. He deducted a penny from each of the bank's 9.5 million customers' accounts in the form of a service charge. He was nervous and excited when the money arrived. But then there was a sharp knock at the door. Jack cautiously went to the door to check, but found that his creditors had come to see him. It turned out that he had borrowed a lot of money from loan sharks to pay for his father's treatment. Although he now has the money, but he has not yet had time to go to withdraw it. He could only run away quickly. In a panic, he got into a cab. He was followed by his creditors. He knew that if he didn't pay back the money today, he would surely die. But how to get the money out is the safest way. If he chooses to transfer the money online, it will increase the risk of exposure. And ATMs have a withdrawal limit. So the only way is to go to the bank counter to withdraw the money in person. With his knowledge of banking, Jack forged a company email. He confirmed with the bank that someone would be there to pick up the money. At that moment, they tried to stop the cab, but the driver wasn't afraid of their threats. He stepped on the gas and drove fast. Eventually, Jack made it to the bank without a hitch. He withdrew the money with his forged documents. He was able to pay off the loan sharks and pay for his father's surgery. He thought that was the end of the story. But when he returned to work the next day, he heard on the news that the bank president had been killed. Security immediately sealed off the bank and waited for the police to arrive. Jack was dumbfounded, because his boss still had the email he sent yesterday on his computer. If the police found out, he would be exposed for planting a virus in the bank's computers. So he had to delete the virus from the server before the police did. But the problem was that he didn't have access to the server room. Just when he didn't know what to do, an employee from the network department came to the bathroom. He left his cell phone on the sink. When Jack saw it, he had an idea. He tore off the toughened film of his phone. There was a fingerprint clearly visible on it. And this is the key to enter the server room. In order not to attract the attention of other people, Jack disguised as a cleaner. He first went to the network center. Then he forced a firmware upgrade, temporarily shutting down all the bank's surveillance. He bought himself 15 minutes. Then he copied an administrator's badge, and finally used it to get to the server room. Jack started working on the server, and that's when security sensed something was wrong. He arrived on the scene. Jack was able to delete the virus after some maneuvering, and at the last minute, he managed to escape from the server room and return to his post. The day passed without incident, but when he went to the hospital to visit his father at night, the nurses told him that the subsequent hospitalization costs would be a lot of money, but the money he stole was very little left. He regretted stealing so little. The bank is now on full alert. There's no way he can do it again, and that left him in a quandary. But when he looked up and saw the bank signs, an even bolder idea came to him. This man